Oh man, I tell you, Betrayal Legacy. Woof. We just had our monthly game last Sunday.
Oh, okay.
It's we did that was chapter 6, so we're over halfway through. You know, but man, it gets interesting. It gets fun. This is a good one to do a legacy on because it's telling a story and thing, and it's been really interesting. The We just unlocked last month, back in January. We unlocked a whole other portion of the game that we've never had anything like that, even in the original Betrayal House on the Hill. It's called the Other World, where there's one of the
Oh, did they start dropping Cthulhu stuff in?
no, you're basically going into another dimension, into the other world, and it's however far you travel in, you can stop, and then you get as soon as you stop your movement, you go back to your starting space because it's not they're not map tiles, they're card tiles as you go, and most of the stuff that's in it is horrible.
Okay.
So sometimes it's like you have to decide, okay, do I stop on that one and have to deal with that, or do I chance it and go one more and I might get something worse? So it's like oof. But yeah, it's been an adventure, which is it's great. This is gonna be. We are getting used to the destroying of the tiles. It, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. It's really hard sometimes. Oh, and also that was we had to put the sticker on the graveyard outside. There's this we'd
Yeah.
gotten the there's a shallow graves event card, and it had like 3 check boxes on there. Well, once all 3 are checked, it says to turn to this thing in the journal, and it told us to open up this door, and you put this blood swamp sticker on the graveyard now. And now it's just like, oh, we never ever ever want to find the graveyard tile ever again. It was already bad because there was permanent fog there from another event. Now this blood swamp one, and it's just like, oh god, no, this is like the most horrible space ever.
So
So
it continually gets worse.
yeah, but it's also been really cool. It's been telling a story. It's been, and also after we play, we go ahead and watch that chapter on Game the Game and see what happened with them and see if they got the same story or not for that
Mm.
chapter. We're not watching ahead because we don't want spoilers on
Well, yeah.
what we're going to come up with. But it's like this last one, they had one that was completely different. The one we had last Sunday sucked for us. Where it's like we're gonna lose. There's no way for us to win this. We just got destroyed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they got one that was a lot easier, and we're like, hey.
Yeah, my friends up in Akron and I are playing when we get together in person. We're playing a story-based thing called Time Stories.
That's on my wish list, on my Amazon wish list.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's an interesting series. I mean, basically, when we started with season one,
Yeah.
um, and I mean, when
Yeah.
you get around to
This
it,
is water.
yeah, you can just borrow mine because there's no destroying the game in this one.
Yeah.
But of course, there's no replaying that episode again, right? So
Right.
you play it once. So you buy the base game, which has the first episode, and then you buy each of the other individual episodes. But it's actually kind of neatly done, I will say. I'm impressed with the way they do it. It's pretty cool.
Oh. Let me do a sound check on
Surprise, motherfucker!
the. Alright, we gotta turn that up then. And that means I need to turn down the games when we go in the game. Alright, which is par for the course. Okay, and scene. guys. So, how are you guys doing? Hey, let's see here. With me is Mowgli. This is, you know, this is someone we've been trying to get on the last few weeks, but he's been busy. He's a very busy man. He goes to a lot of travel, a lot of countries. Uh,
Yeah, Germany will be coming up
yeah.
again.
Well, hopefully.
Oh no, definitely.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, hopefully things don't get worse over there right now.
Well, yes, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's not great over there right now. I mean, Germany's probably fine, but, yeah, yeah. So, welcome to Back to the Cold War. We haven't missed it. Uh,
Well, this is a little different than the Cold War. This is an actual hot war,
mm,
in the guise of the Cold War.
yeah,
So
yeah, it's not good. It's
no.
not good. Um, I don't think things are going to be as bad as I was afraid they were a few weeks ago. Um, but that might be actually be a bad sign because I was afraid we were going to stand up to Putin militarily, which needs to be done. But instead, it sounds like, oh, we're just going to put sanctions on them. And it's like, oh, yeah, gee. Has there been a point in my life where Russia hasn't had sanctions on them? They're used to this by now. So I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah,
It's complicated.
very,
So
very. And it's above our pay grade, as they say. Yeah, so,
definitely.
yeah. But hey, thank you for joining us today because we're going to play Q-bert and Q-bert Qubes, the sequel on it. Which, like Dig Dug, I never played Q-bert Cubes before. Just like I'd never played Dig Dug sequel. I loved Dig Dug sequel. Will I love Q-bert's sequel? I don't think so, but we'll see.
It
So
looked a little bit more complicated.
yeah, it's definitely a little complicated. Now we have now. Thank you for joining us for 4 tokens. We do 4 tokens every Thursday at 6:30, which I know Griff will be joining me next Thursday. He's already signed on, and I'm not sure what game we're gonna play yet, but we'll come up with something. I might see if we can get 4 players in because I've got a list of 4-player games we need to do. Um, but we'll see which ones I can do. The oh, that was one we did. We actually did the only 6-player arcade game that I know of is the 6-player X-Men arcade, and we actually pulled that off in here. That was fun.
They had a six. That was never a console.
Yeah, it was a
a
console.
6-player console.
Only one made.
Holy moly!
Yeah, it was huge.
That must have been an expensive console.
Well, it wasn't. It was a quarter eater, so because it was like everyone was like need more because we were in it to win it. We kept playing until we won the game, and it was just like everyone's like token, 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 token. That was fun. That was one of the reasons why I had to upgrade from that Dreamcade replay because we tried it before on the Dreamcade and it couldn't handle 6 players. It couldn't handle 6 USB controllers. It could only handle 4 USB controllers. This one could handle 6 players, no problem, and we had a lot of fun playing that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Now I do know. I know last time Griff was on, which was right before the Super Bowl, we made a decision that we are going to see about doing some theme counter programming on some sports stuff when it happens. Like I think we're going to be having the NBA tournament will be coming up because March Madness, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it's like in end of March, end of April. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably have whatever night that final game is, or one of the games, we'll probably do have a few people over and be playing NBA Jam or NBA Hang Time and something like that because that's fun. if they
You definitely want to try and find like the 8-bit NBA games, the early stuff.
yeah, but NBA Jam was fun.
I
He's on
suppose.
fire.
Okay, I suppose, but I would say that you also need to get something out where like it's hard to tell that it's an actual basketball.
What, you want to
That's
get the Coleco?
that's an option. Sure.
um, I know. I mentioned to Griff, like when they have one of the golf tournaments there, I have from the GameCube Outlaw Golf, because most of the golf, it's those golden tees, and you got the
Yeah,
trackball.
yeah, usually, yeah.
Yeah. But Outlaw Golf for the GameCube was hilarious because it was basically trailer trash golf tournament. Like one of the golfers was a former stripper, so
Okay.
her victory move was she'd be like dancing around the flagpole.
Okay.
When you were like losing your composure, one of the things you could do to regain it was beat up your caddy.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, we might have to do that. Of course, there's different NFL games. What we done for Super Bowl was I don't
But you
remember.
got to play a Madden.
Oh,
In honor of Madden,
well,
you definitely should play a Madden.
what we did was Tecmo Bowl. Um,
I don't
that
remember
that
that.
was a NES classic, but we played the arcade version. I had always in my mind, I'd always heard of Super Tecmo Bowl, but it was actually Tecmo Super Bowl. I found out, but that was on the NES. Well, that's just a two-player game.
Yeah, I don't remember that one at all.
It was actually really fun. It was a quarter eater, but it was a lot of fun. Me and Griff played that, and that was so cool. It was like, okay, I can kind of see why um, people would to have such fond memories of it, because I never really played much on the way of sports games.
Yeah.
So, um, so yeah, we got some stuff we're gonna do. Like, of course, for hockey, there's NHL Blitz series and things like that.
Yep.
Too bad we don't have one of those bubble hockey games that was basically like foosball on hockey. We could just set up camera and you guys can watch us play that.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. So let me go ahead and bring up Qbert. Like I said, every Thursday 6:30 we got 4 tokens. Every Saturday at midnight we have Monster Kid 101. We're currently replaying the first season. However, the second season has been. We have got our um, the lineup ready. We're going to be doing 9 movies on the second season. We'll be doing. We've got a mini theme of prehistoric women. We're going to be leading off with cowgirls versus pterodactyls. There's the werewolf versus vampire women, cave women on Mars, um, Hercules against the captive women, women of the Lost Mesa, bikini girls versus dinosaurs. And then from there, we're going to go to morons from outer space. That ends our captive women thing. We'll do vampire ticks from outer space, and then we will end it with the Snark Track version of It Came from Another World, which Snark Track is basically riff tracks, only not copyrighted. So, let's go ahead and bring this game up while we're talking. We'll start with Qbert. And
hello, I'm turned on.
Let me turn that sound down. And let's turn on. That brings up the on the screen.
Oh!
Had to do the
Oh!
scan lines, Have to do the scan lines. Although I think that sound is still.
It is a nice touch.
Yeah. All right. So, like I said, we have got. hopefully is our sound coming through okay? Anybody want to weigh in? Are we can you hear us okay? I don't see Isagul in the chat, so I'm a little worried that our sound. Since I had this set up for the Betrayal Legacy last on Sunday, I'm afraid that I might have forgotten to switch the microphone back, so that's what let me check real quick. Testing. Yep, cool. Alright, cool. Phoenix Fire, sound and video 5x5. Thank you, Phoenix Fire. We are good then. Let's see how the applause sound effect comes on. Alright, good. And well, people in the chat, they can use their tokens that they get from watching us to there's sound effects they can play. There's sound effects they can play, or they can have dares not dares. They can definitely make me do shit. There's hydrate, put hats on. The one I dread is the nasal napalm, which I will do it. I don't think Mowgli will, but
no.
I don't think he wants to do the horseradish.
No.
But isn't horseradish a big part of German cuisine?
So not exactly, no.
No? Okay.
I mean, it's used in certain cases, but it's not used in quantities that Americans like it, and they don't eat it straight. It's used to spice up and change the flavor of dishes.
Right.
Mainly salad type stuff.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah, probably cabbage based stuff as well.
Yeah. Mowgli is our German expert. He has family from Germany. He's been to Germany lots of times. He knows a lot about Germany.
True. Not really an expert, but you know, I've been there a few times.
He can speak German.
Yes. That's useful.
Is sauerkraut just sour cabbage? Is that what that means?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a direct translation.
That's what I thought. I was just making sure.
Yep.
And it always seems like Germans have the longest words for short words. It's like.
Right. Well, so the German rule basically is, if you don't know the word for something, you can basically describe it in words, all as one word. So, for example, Krankenwagen is basically a wagon with sick people, for sick people. So it's a sick wagon.
And that's
right?
an ambulance?
And that's an ambulance. So, and then, Krankenschwester is a female nurse. Although there, the gender stuff gets a little bit complicated. Yeah. That can also mean a male nurse in German. But that's basically a sick person sister.
And before anyone asks, Farfignugan is not a real word.
Yes.
So, if any of
though it is actually made up of two real words, it's just not really a word that the Germans use or agree exists.
And if any of you remember Farfignugan, you're old. So,
that has been a while.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. I guess I'm trying to think of whether we should just do it two-player, just do one and switch back and forth because it doesn't.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. So I'll do one. I'll do the first one here. All right. Turn them yellow. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Can't jump on under them, I guess.
No.
All right, think I'm done. Okay. No. I'll do a race. Is it? I should probably change that then. All right. All right. So I'm going to make one quick change here. Tab. Dip switches. Not dip switches. Input. So start. Be the. Go ahead and hit your start button up there too. There you go. Cool. That is then your start button.
Oh, okay.
All right. Since you need that for putting in your initials. So, all right. So that was my first one. All right. Let's see.
So do I just hit start?
You got a token in. Go ahead and go when you're ready.
Didn't know it.
Go.
There's like no actual indicator that it started.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Q-bert always had weird joysticks.
Yeah.
Since it's diagonal, it didn't work.
That's not working.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Since it's diagonal, it works so weird. It was not one of those things. Like when you're in the arcade, it always was like you're fighting the joystick. And I know for like when they ported it to the NES, you know, it was better to just turn your controller like 45 degrees. It was almost like Marble Madness in that sense. All right.
Huh. Well, that's an interesting. Give that a shot. See if that helps.
Well, that was because of the NES having the cross controller, so it didn't have diagonals.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, this one doesn't seem to be reading them as diagonals, to be honest. I don't know if it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be, but
okay.
We'll give it one more.
Yeah. On mine, that didn't, at least in one case, it didn't work out the way I thought it would.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I'm gonna give it a shot here. See if I get better at these controls. Otherwise, we might try to adjust them a little bit. It's the touchy controls.
Yeah. No, and I think I remember this from the arcade too. That like getting used to the controls was really the main challenge with this thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, then they only had the analog joystick stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And you go. Now I do remember watching this on Saturday morning cartoons. It was not a very good cartoon.
Yeah.
But really, as much as Q-bert has nostalgia factor, it's not a great game.
Yeah. No, this one I think we probably would actually want to play it with the buttons, not the joystick, because the joystick basically is, as soon as you shift a little bit out of it, it switches the direction. And with this game, you need to know what direction you're going to be going.
Tell you what, let's try. I'm going to try something here. You see where the
We're
switch?
going to cheat and use
No.
different
See the switch that says LS? Move it to the middle, which says DP. We're going to change it from stick to direction pad, and we got to redo the controls real quick.
Okay.
Get your up. Down. Hit your down. And hit your left. Hit you're right. All right, we're gonna see if this makes it any better. That is one thing. It's trying to get the controls adjusted sometimes. It's like, okay, which works better as a D-pad, which works better as a control stick. So, all right, here I go. Okay.
Not any better.
Not yet, but all right.
That was a nice move.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ah, I don't know that it's any better, but oh well.
Ah.
Ah. It is weird, rub. You know,
Yeah.
I always thought that was so weird in our old arcade games. Why rub? But all right. You try your third disc when you're ready and see what you think. Yeah, like I said, Q-bert was not a very good cartoon. It was okay. It was part of that Saturday morning Supercade or whatever it was called. I always thought it was so weird, the Saturday morning...
No, it's like really, it's really touchy. As soon as you move it out of a little bit left or whatever, it switches to up. So, all right. Well, let's see. Let's try Q-bert 2.
Well, we got one more token.
Oh.
We've only done 3 of the 4 tokens on here.
Okay.
So...
Well, so is there a way we can switch the controllers to use just buttons?
If you want to try to map...
I would...
I'm going to do this one more time, and then we'll map for you your final one here.
Okay.
See if that does any better for you. Why am I putting my hand on those buttons? I don't...
It's a habit.
Yeah. Tell you, I love these arcade sticks. Right after I got these, me and Charlie did Defender and the sequel Defender Stargate, and it was so nice because you could actually map all the buttons on Stargate because Stargate had so many buttons.
Yeah.
Stargate had it actually took all 8 of these buttons. I was telling Charlie because
really?
Yeah.
Well, then again, the original Defender I think had at least a few buttons as well.
Yeah, it was 7 or 6, one of the 2. But yeah. I told Charlie when you walked in the arcade back, in the 80s, that was, you didn't see anything with that many buttons.
Yep.
All right, I'm getting there.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are.
All right.
You've definitely adjusted.
Yeah. Oh, crap.
Huh.
Shoot. Almost. All right.
Almost.
All right.
That was definitely a good game.
Yeah, but you walked in the arcade and saw that many buttons on Starcade. You were on Stargate, and you're just like, so. All right, I don't know how well this is going to work, but let's give it a shot because
Yeah.
they're saying up down, and you actually need to go diagonal. So let's see. But we'll give this, you know.
Well, I mean, I think so. My problem is that I'm going in a direction, and then the stick moves slightly either out of where it's expecting, and it switches to a different direction on me.
All right.
So I want something that's consistent.
What would be up?
So let's see. I'm gonna do
Down.
left, and
right. Now, like I said, I'm not sure how this reads this. You might actually have to press 2 of those to go in the correct direction. You might have to go left and down or something, but we'll see what happens.
Right.
Yeah, Mowgli wants to give this a try.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Hit your start when you're ready.
Okay, that was my fault. This is actually more consistent.
Okay. Are you having to hit 2 buttons, or are you just hitting them?
Nope, just one.
Okay, good. Mowgli's definitely doing better. Oh, good one. You're doing much better.
Yeah. So still a little bit of getting used to it, but it is definitely. Let's see.
So we'll remap on Q-bert's cubes so that he can keep his controls that way.
That's an interesting one.
Okay. Whew. Oh.
I am out of time.
Okay. You're Mick.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, so rub in all of this is rub out.
Yeah, I know, but it's just so weird. It's like
typing.
Yeah, it's just so weird because it's like you're not typing. This is
Well, you know.
But it is the adjustment period. You know, they're adjusting from the time. So.
Hello, I'm Brenda.
Let's turn that volume down.
I like how it tells you that there are problems with this machine with the sound.
Yeah, I love. We did. Berserk and Frenzy a while back.
Yeah.
And coins detected in pocket. It was like, oh my god, that was awesome. All right, so input. Let's map these to. All right, you're up.
Okay. Let's do that for up.
You're down.
That's for down.
You're left.
Let's see, we'll do that one.
You're right.
That one.
Your start button. There we go. All right. Turn that volume down a bit. This one seems a little louder. Okay. All right, guys. This came out just a year after, so I do feel like this is one of those things where they kind of rushed it to market. You know, whereas sometimes look at Ms. Pac-Man. Ms. Pac-Man was just a ROM hack of the original Pac-Man that the people bought and said, hey, we're going to just turn this into an official Pac-Man game. and Ms. Pac-Man is considered to be the better game. It's more varied on there. The everything you've got smarter AI. You've got it was more challenging, and people loved Ms. Pac-Man even more than Pac-Man. I can't really say anyone loves Q-bert Cubes that I know of. So
I missed it entirely. Like
yeah.
I didn't even realize they had done it. I don't think I've ever seen it.
All right, so we're all right. So let's give this a shot here. Yeah, I'm staying on this for a second.
Yeah, I don't think we need to up the level of difficulty
One
at this point.
tic-tac-toe to win. Okay.
Oh, so you gotta.
Oh.
Flip the middle one, you win that?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Right.
Cool. Okay. This is a little.
Okay, so now you gotta do it with this set.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's a trick.
Stupid. Mouse.
There's a rat. It's a rat.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Not horrible.
So this one, basically, yeah, you just gotta keep figuring out what.
There. Ah.
Okay.
Um.
You zigged when you should have zagged.
Yep.
Okay, so that one's.
All right. It's actually a little easier, I think.
Well, yeah.
Before time runs out.
Okay.
Until you get it right.
We'll stay on
Okay.
the same cube until you get it right. Okay.
Oh.
You,
All right. Oh, Jesus, this is actually
okay.
very
This is
easy.
bonus time.
Yeah. Okay. No, that bonus was. I mean, yeah, you got to do a lot to get through it all, but. All right.
All right, you're up a level.
Cool.
You just need to do one run.
Yeah, I know. There. Problem is it's more complex layout, this one. So, slightly.
Ah, okay.
Ah!
Yep.
Okay. Come on, there. Jesus. Okay, I gotcha. Damn. Alright, alright. I think I'm dead.
Uh-huh.
The Noser Elite.
Those are elite.
There. Okay, let's see how Mowgli does.
You set a high bar there, Bob.
Yeah, well,
I
like I
don't.
said, it's actually pretty fun. It's not too
Yeah,
bad.
look where you ended up on the high score table too.
Yeah.
So that's.
Well, you can always jump ahead if you want.
Uh-huh. Thanks.
Yeah. Wow, those vertical. Look out! Oh, good one. So they'll fall into the color they are.
Okay.
Yeah. So instead of the, there you go. Instead of the snake that made sense for springing, snake shape, it's a mouse or rat springing. I don't quite get the. Yeah, see what I mean? It's easier.
On some level,
Yeah.
figuring out like which direction.
Good job. See?
Yeah, it's an interesting challenge dodging things and then figuring out
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, the level.
And you can jump off.
Yep. The level I died on, I was like, all right, I'm gonna jump around until I can get a few of until I can get a row started, and then I'll concentrate on it. Right now, I need to avoid people. Oh, that was lucky.
That was, yeah, well, good. They check whether you completed before they check whether you ran into someone.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, bonus.
So now it's basically just
match. Yep. Yeah, you don't even have to worry about jumping. So, like once I realized that, I was like, oh wait, this is easy. As far as I did.
Yeah.
Sounded very Tetrisy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what I mean? On this level, it's like those are. It's slightly. Ooh, you did it.
Ooh, that was.
Oh, green is good. I think you stopped it. Yeah. All right.
So.
Ah.
I was jumping off.
I think
You
you
did
did.
get it that early. Yeah.
But
All right.
hey, and Mowgli did a lot better on this one too. MCA. Yes, that's his initials, but also a tribute to Beastie Boys. So, all right, I am gonna have to eat my words a little bit here. This I would have dug a lot more than Q-bert. I did not play a lot of Q-bert in the arcade because I didn't really care for it that much. It was like, But this is a little more challenging. This is like Dig Dug 2, where Dig Dug 2 was a lot more challenging. They gave it another. On Dig Dug 2, instead of just digging through the earth, you have two weapons. You have a jackhammer and the inflator. And
Okay.
you're on an island and it has these little fault lines on it. And if you cut through pieces of the island, drop it off into the ocean, and they have a whole bunch of people on them, you get a lot of points. You get more points that way.
Okay.
And it's like, that was a challenge.
Yeah.
So, all right. Huh?
Yeah, no, this one is interesting because it's the same sort of mechanic, but they've like taken it a completely different direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's actually kind of impressive. It's the same game mechanic ultimately. You're using the same controls and the same thing is happening, but they're looking at it in a different way.
Yeah. I can see why this is not well remembered, because it came out in '83. Game Crash was '83, so arcades were having a little rough time at that point. So, and I don't know if there was any home conversions of it, but it wouldn't surprise me if there weren't, because '83 was a rough time for arcades and video games. All right, let me try this one again.
Level 2, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna go for it. Maybe I will regret that.
Yeah, remember level 2 is the one where they tend to drop on the first two a lot faster.
I meant to do that. Screw you.
Yeah, you just have to watch out when the middle gets started.
Alright. What?
That I don't understand.
Yeah. What the hell? Am I missing something?
Bug? I thought it said it came in my initials, but...
Okay, well, could be. Well, no, it's just sound that has the issue.
That's true. It specifically says sound. So.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
But
yeah, I mean, you completed that one twice.
Yeah, that.
So, like, okay, it misses the first time. I would have thought it would get the second.
Yeah, that screwed up my game plan there. But oh well.
Yeah.
That's still, hey, I got number 1 now, so hey. All right, Mowgli, when you're ready, it's in there. Well, oh yeah, so when we were doing Berserk and Frenzy, and it was like Frenzy was a better game than Berserk. That was because you could shoot through the walls on Frenzy, on some of the walls.
Okay.
So you could shoot through the walls and shoot at them. Of course, they could also shoot through the walls. So.
Yeah, that would be a bit more of a challenge.
Yeah. Oh.
I was doing the button.
You almost had it.
Yep. Okay. No.
Oh. That was... Oh, that's right. They said green is fine, so I guess turtles you don't have to worry about.
Okay.
You got several ways to win. Oh.
Let's see. I need that. How do you rotate that?
There we go.
That was a
so
almost
close.
there.
Yep. Almost there. Stay on target. So the turtle is fine, by the way.
Ah, okay.
All right. Anything green, you're okay with. It probably would have slowed down. I think it slows them down.
Okay.
Whereas the Slippy Doo or whatever, the green ball, stops them. So, for limited time.
Okay.
All right. All right. This, okay. All right. All right.
So the interesting part is, when you started at level 2, it started you with 50,000 points.
Yeah.
So your your top score there really is 5,000 points into level 2 rather than.
Well, that's
So
the thing. It's the challenge. Is it worth it? It's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do level 2 again.
Okay.
And if I can get to the level 3 from there, then I'll start level 3 on my final token. See, you start at 0. You have to actually complete the level.
Yeah.
To
There you go.
yeah, you have to complete the level to get the 50. Come on.
That was the green ball you were
Yeah.
That's like doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, the green ball, the green turtle, anything green. Oh, crap. This has got 3 colors. Oh, ho, ho. What fresh hell is this? Ah, yeah, that's the other thing they said. If you have
Turning cube bounces around.
right,
Yeah. So if you can get him to jump on the cube.
yeah.
Okay, that one should have tripped.
Oh, yeah, yes. You can do it while you're jumping.
Well, wait. So you put that one in.
Yeah, I missed the one color. Because you got 2 colors that are very close. You have a dark and light beige.
Oh, those are different colors.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's why I
not
was,
actually realized. Oh, you're right. They are.
yeah. That's why I
Okay.
was like, crap. That's why I was like, oh god, this is gonna suck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this was also an 8-bit game, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's why they're limited in their color choices.
Oh, this is bonus level. Crap. Damn. I didn't realize it was a bonus. I was like, why am I not jumping? Okay, got level 3. So my final token, I will start at level 3. Maybe. Holy crap.
Oh, this is better. There's multiple colors, so you can see the colors.
Ooh.
But I think all six sides are different colors now.
Oh, get back here. Crap. This is hell. I don't know if you have... I don't know if you have all the colors there.
So I'm willing to bet basically each side is a different color now, whereas before, if you had 2 sides, the 2 opposite sides were the same color.
Gotcha. Damn. Oh, I can still keep going. Ah. Damn it.
They're just dropping.
There.
Nice job. There you go.
Oh, this is tough. Oh, man.
Yep.
I'm just going to jump right now. I am not even going to pay attention until I can get something. Hey, get back here. Way too many of them.
Yeah, well, and part of the problem is the rat chases you.
Yeah.
So the rat takes the place of the snake.
Thing
The others are basically just bouncing around.
Damn.
Yeah,
There's
because you
two
had the
different
red
places I could have
You
won.
had the red and the brown on
Yeah.
that one, and yeah.
Oh, that. No, I'm going to stay on level 2. My final token. That was. Level 2 is nothing compared to that. I don't even want to guess what level 4 is.
Well, I don't think they can add any more different colors to the cube. I think they're out of their colors at that point.
I hope.
Yeah, still that's a nice high score. That's, you know.
Oh, sorry. You're all set.
All
Oof. Level 5? What the hell's level 5?
right. Well, you know, at some point you can choose.
Oh, you're starting on 2.
Oh, actually, I think it timed out and moved me to level 2.
Oh.
I wasn't intending to start on level 2.
Now, anyone just joining us, keep in mind Mowgli is doing a different control scheme than me. I'm sticking with the joystick. Mowgli is going with having the button mount and just doing them off of the buttons on here.
So the nice part is with this scheme, I know what I'm getting when I push a button. It may be the wrong button, and that's entirely my fault, but I know what I'm getting, and I don't have to worry about like which direction the stick is leaning, essentially.
Oh, this has got the 3 colors, the 2 different beiges. I keep calling it a Slippy Doo. I believe that's what it was called in the cartoon, so that's why I.
Let's see.
So that must have been where maybe I screwed up on that one because there was another color. I don't know. Oh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?
There's a lot of cussing in this game.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. I'm just not sure why. And like, you know, when you land on the rat or the snake, it cusses you out. And you're kind of like, well, okay, I'm not doing it on purpose. I mean, come on.
Okay. So that was 3 tokens. I think we each have 1 more token. See, you got number 3 now. So.
Well, yes.
All right. Hell, you were within spitting distance of 2. All right, real quick before we go into our final token, just want to remind everybody you got here on the channel every Thursday at 6:30. We have 4 tokens, which next week I know I will have Griff with me. We'll see if I can scrape up 4 players. Maybe we'll do some 4-player games. Otherwise, I might look at Akari Warriors, but Akari Warriors, I think the control scheme, since in the arcade they had that weird twist top thing, which is really hard to replicate. I'd have to go with the analog sticks like we do with Smash TV and Robotron 2084 probably, and but we'll see what we can do. Also, every Saturday at midnight we've got Monster Kid 101. We are repeating the first season right now, which this Saturday will be Yetis from Moron Productions. Yetis. It's a movie. We can say that for it.
It begins with letter Y.
Yeah, it is the first movie of Michael Butt and Moron Productions. So judge it a little less harshly than normal. I think the budget on it was I know Dr. Bob Tesla, my alter ego, says in the host segments on there that I believe the budget was like $300, and the majority of that went to buying the camera. So, so what if the Yeti looks like it's, carpet fragments, or it's fine. However, next season from them we have Vampire Takes from Outer Space, and that was a much better movie from them. But you have to start somewhere. Every movie franchise has to start somewhere. So, maybe season 3. I was looking around. Season 3 we might make. This next season 2 is going to be the prehistoric women mini theme. We might have a vampire mini theme for season 3. We'll see. There's a lot of good vampire movies out there I could show. So. All right. Well, anyway, I'm just letting you guys know on that. And then also every month we do have a chapter of Betrayal Legacy, the board game. We just had the last one on this past Sunday. It's every Sunday at 1. Well, every month it's a Sunday at 1 p.m. I think the next one is going to be in about 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. It's going to be fairly early on in March this time. And it's been looking pretty good. When we get done with this Legacy board game series, we're going to take a couple of months. We're going to keep doing these monthly board games. I think we're going to take a couple of months off and play a non-Legacy game, a couple of those. And then we may launch into another Legacy one. We have Legacy Machi Koro.
What?
Yeah. I don't know how you're going to do a Legacy version of Machi Koro.
Well, so the actual game of Machi Koro only costs like $20. Does that mean the Legacy version is also cheap?
I don't think it was that cheap. It's right over there. I got it for Mel
okay.
for Christmas.
Okay.
But it is one of those things where it does not require as many players. Instead of a 5-player game like Betrayal Legacy, it's only a 4-player game. Also, it only goes 10 chapters versus the 13 of Betrayal Legacy. So, it'll be cool. It'll be interesting. I know they also have a Legacy version of Ultimate Werewolf, which we do not have. However, to me, that one makes sense. That makes sense to have a Legacy version because, somebody gets killed, and then the next time you play it, well, that bloodline is tainted or something, something like that. Or you guys killed off because since the village people have roles, you killed off the seer. And, there's no seer next time because you guys killed him off. So it's like, okay, I could see them having a Legacy version of that.
I hope that will be cheap.
Yeah, when I saw it up there at the Fantasy Flight Games up in Minnesota, it wasn't that expensive. It was
Okay.
but it was of course more expensive than a normal Legacy or a normal werewolf game.
Right. Normal Werewolf is a set of cards.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. So.
Maybe one of the games we do between the 2 Legacy versions, we're gonna. I know Touch of Evil. I think is Touch of Evil or Touch of Midnight, something like that. I know we're probably gonna do one of those because that's a lot of fun. We will probably also do Monster Slaughter in between the 2. If I can get 8 players together to do it, we might do the Captain Sonar submarine game. I love that game. Although I do think we would probably do the turn-based version of that with 8 people, not the everything going on all at once, because just for the sake of the stream, because you're not going to be able to hear what people are saying.
Yeah, no, that one you should do it turn-based.
Yeah. You know, it's, at least until we get good at it. Yeah, if you're good at it, then it's like, okay, well, you know what you're doing. But, all right. Yeah, if you guys do not know Captain Sonar, it's awesome. Of course, we could also do maybe a game of The Thing, Infection at Outpost 31, which I have found out is out of print. So,
Yeah.
Because it's going for buku bucks.
Yeah.
So, all right. So final token here for me.
It's the same thing as Disney movies. They've basically figured out that they make the most money off things when they remove them from print for 5 years or so, and then pull them out again and renegotiate the contract.
Yeah, no, I'm not going this straight to 3.
Uh-huh.
Call me a chicken, but no. I do like the little fireman down at the bottom of the net. That's a cute touch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that was.
Yeah, I thought the purple would
Oh,
go.
the purple will go. Into
Yeah,
that, but that's weird.
that's what I thought too. Oops. Shoot. Ah.
Okay, and the thing and the green thing came down at the same time. That was interesting.
This.
Oh!
Here. Oh, now it's. I am having a time on that one.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell.
Damn. All right.
What you're really missing on that one. 'Cause again, the color shades are tricky. Yeah.
There. Whew. This one does seem to, the platforming is really... Oh, an extra man, cool.
Oh, you get 60 on this one, yeah. This is the bonus round.
Yes, bonus round. What am I doing wrong? There. Damn. Did not get very far on that one.
Yeah.
Alright, level 3.
Yep. Now you got 6 colors.
Yeah.
But look at it this way. They start you off easy.
Yep. Okay. What? There.
Yep. Nice job.
Yeah, thank you. It's like I had it down. It's just that one. This. too busy looking at the...
Yeah, the colors.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, not too bad. Not too bad there. But there is no way in hell I was going to start with level 3.
Uh-huh. Yep. I would definitely say that ups the level. They up the level of difficulty at 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
All right. Didn't quite beat my high, but... All right. You starting at 1 or 2? There you go. Be a man.
Well. Actually, I think it's more of a Q-bert, but...
It's like there's a couple of different ways you can win.
Yeah. Let's see. That one. No. Oh, it's got to go the other way. That's annoying. I'm not sure if I got the throw or not, but...
All right. Look at that.
All right. No, it's going the wrong way.
I'm surprised you didn't go for that 1. You're only 1 away.
I was concentrating on something else, so that was the problem.
Nice.
Okay. So it's... That time I used it.
Yep. You got your extra man, so...
Okay.
Having some of them, I guess not the purple ball, but like the other critters fall into the blocks if they match the colors is an interesting mechanic too. You were focusing on the blocks.
Yep, I was focusing on the blocks, and
Yep.
it's like, can't stop moving. Stop moving in the game, you're dead.
Yep. Not bad, not bad. I think we got more enjoyment out of the second one.
I think, yeah, I would definitely say that I think I like the second one better.
Yeah. So, all right. I am so sorry I maligned you before playing it, Q-bert Cubes. This was fun.
Yeah.
I like this a lot better than Q-bert. So, this and Dig Dug 2, I might be adding to my my replay list. This is something that's really cool. Maybe
You have to poke around and see if it ever came out for the Apple or the Commodore or one of the computers, and see if I can get a copy of that.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I was watching a YouTube video on from the 8-bit guy. If any of you are familiar with the 8-bit guy, he's doing a history of Commodore over it, and he got up to the Amiga 1000. And I had to show Mel some of the graphics they had on that, because they were talking about how even, at the time, even though the Commodore 64 had been out for a long time and there were a lot more powerful computers out there, the 64 was still considered the gaming computer. It's like, And he showed like Defender of the Crown on the Commodore 64 versus how Defender of the Crown looked on the Macintosh or anything else, and it's just like, well, the PC at the time. It's like they had
the Macintosh wasn't really a game-oriented machine.
What was the graphics on PCs before VGA? Is it
CGA?
CGA. Okay, so EGA, CGA. Okay, so they had CGA graphics at the time, and it's just like, ugh. And the Commodore 64 was just blowing them away. And then they're like, okay, so that's all Commodore 64, and then here's the Amiga, and it's just like, boom. It's like that Maxell commercial where the guy's just getting blown back in his chair from how good this thing was. So it was like, yeah, it was like, oh, the Amiga, that was such a computer.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so that was Q-bert. Once you guys come back next week, come back this Saturday and watch Yetis. For those of you, well, I think you're the only one who, I had to retire Cliffhanger Theater. We just did not have the viewership. There was not enough viewership to justify the work I was putting into it. So, but that's okay. We got Monster Kid 101 now, and if there is demand, if we get enough of an audience, I can always put Cliffhanger Theater in front of Monster Kid 101, and it'll save me a little bit of time. So, all right, guys, this has been great. This has been fun. And we will see you guys again another week. Maybe. There we go. And end credits. So, which, FYI, they can still hear us, so don't say anything bad. That I will definitely put that up there with Dig Dug 2, as that was a much more enjoyable game than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I never remember seeing that anywhere. So, I mean, that must have been one of the more obscure things to wind up on console games back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it's a fun question of, like, how many did they make, and, so...
And